I'm here with Peter Thorngren from AB Volvo, specifically Group Truck Technologies. Peter, there's a lot of exciting things happening in logistics, trucks, and those kind of things. So what are the main things that you see happen these days?
I think we are shifting much more into autonomous systems.
Yes.
We are connecting with drones, and the drones will either control the vehicles or provide the vehicle with information on the surrounding. If you're, for example, in forestry, you need to check that the road is free in front of you before you go in with your truck. Then you send out your drone and check out that the road is free.
Wow. Okay.
You could have it for arranging your vehicles. Let's say you have 100 trucks on a space.
Right.
You need to move them to another area. Then you send up a drone, and then you use this as a sensor for the vehicles. And then you, through APIs, you feed the trucks with information on where to go and how to go there.
That's cool.
Without mounting a lot of technology on the trucks.
Right.
So it's a fairly cheap solution.
Interesting, because if you talk about autonomous solutions like this, AI must play a big role in this context. So what does this mean in practice?
In reality, if we see with our partners, which is equal to Aurora and Vabi, for example, those systems are entirely built by machine learning. Right. There is no coding done in the traditional sense in their part of application.
Right. And how is it at Volvo? Because they are partners.
We are still a bit slower here. The intention is very much there.
Right.
But the legacy and the structure prevents us at this point to reach the speed that they have. But our intention is definitely there to go there.
Excellent. Yeah. One of the big topics that comes up in lots of software-centered companies is the notion of regulatory compliance. You know, we have the GDPR and the Data Act and the AI Act and the Cyber Resilience Act and the Product Liability and the Product Sustainability Act, etc. And also Volvo is subject to many of those. So for products to go from prototype to production and operations, they need to be compliant. How does Volvo work with these kind of questions?
You could tell that these systems are entirely and only developed in the United States.
Right.
So
because the regulatory burden is much less.
Exactly. And obviously, I think that we would all agree that we need to reduce that regulatory obstacle, compliance. We see another area where the things really are getting much better in Europe, and that's around defense. Because when we come to defense, a lot of these restrictions don't apply anymore.
Right. But I suppose that you want to sell the trucks that you're building these days also in Europe in the civilian market. So how do you deal with the regulatory compliance issues?
I can't say that I see much more of dealing with it than that if we spend our resources and our activities in the United States to gain the knowledge and understanding, when things are getting in a more handleable way, then we could bring that to Europe.
Right. So you innovate elsewhere and then bring the learnings back to Europe. That's the current thinking. Software Center is intended to help you move faster, you and the other 15 partners in the Software Center. Can you reflect a little bit on how Software Center and Volvo are collaborating in this?
We have had tremendous benefits from our collaborations. For example, when we worked through you with the Saab Aeronautics and discovered how they were developing the aircrafts, part of that work was more or less copied into Volvo, and it's in production since a lot of years. Right. Likewise, when we talk about these sensor systems, they are normally things that companies like Axis and similar has a very, very good knowledge of. Right. And then it makes the collaboration with those type of companies much easier as well. Right. We are also looking into logistics. We don't have really a part at this point on the logistics side in Software Center. That's perhaps something we could improve. But that's an opportunity that I think we could look at. So you're really looking for a collaborative use case. Yeah, because even if we provide this system for the drones or camera systems, in the end, it's all about logistics. Yes. We are in the business. Yes. And companies that have deep understanding of the logistical implications would be very, very beneficial for us. Very good. And you could be the gateway for us to that domain.
Peter Thorngren from AB Volvo, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.